Alright, in this video we're going to cover the template options in here. First we're going to look at the various sections. First, to change a template, you go to the template area and choose Change Template. That'll show you which templates you have installed in your dashboard. By default it comes with two templates, FlexiStore and SmoothStore in version 3. To enable a template, you simply click on Enable Template. Right now my store is set up with the FlexiStore template, and if I wanted to switch it to the SmoothStore, I would just click Enable Template. And just like that, if I hit refresh on this store, it's now using the other template, SmoothStore. Now within each of these templates, you have a lot of options. So if you come back up here to Templates and Template Options, you'll see a list of all the options for your chosen template and skin. What we're going to do is click on the Template Options tab on the left, and this lists all the different options you have in this particular template that you can change from within the admin panel, from the dashboard. For example, if you want to change your skin, each of these templates comes with two skins. So what you'll do is you can either click on the name of the template option or on the little edit button here. Clicking this little trash can resets the option to the defaults that it comes with. So for the template skin, I'm going to click on template skin, and I'm going to choose this drop down, and I'm going to change this skin to gold skin, for example, and I'm going to hit Save Option. Now if I go back to my demo store and I hit refresh, you'll see it changed. Different font, different colors. That's how templates and skins work. These are your categories. If I choose my product listings, this is all of my products. And you can see just the simple things like the colors changed and the titles of all the different areas changed. Now if I want to go back, I would go back to Change Template and enable the FlexiStore template. Refresh the store, and it's back to the demo to that default. Now if I go into the FlexiStore template options and I change my skins here, you'll see there's FlexiStore Blue and FlexiStore Red. I'll show you the red as an example, just so you can see how it changes. Refresh the store, and now it's using that red skin on the FlexiStore template. Very easy to change your templates, and at some point as you go along, you're going to hopefully make your own templates or buy additional templates, and that's how you get around. What I'm going to do here is change my skin back to, I'm just going to change it back to the default with no skin and hit save. Go back to template options, and I'm just going to go through these quickly. Display Amazon logos, whether or not you want to see the logos on your site. The Amazon logo, which is in this case over here on the left side, you can turn that on or off. Bottom nav links is the footer links on your store. You can add additional ones by going in here. Homepage brand logos. I don't have any brands set up yet with logos here, but they would show up. The graphic or the logo of the brands would show up here, but you have to add those in manually, which we'll cover at another point. And you can go through these one by one yourself. Each one has a description of what it shows you, and it's very simple to modify all these. Homepage banner 1 is, in this case, this area here, banner 1. This is homepage. You're on the homepage of the store. This is banner 1. And this one is banner 2. Banner 1, banner 2. So if I was to change the home banner 1 title, for example, instead of saying special offers, I could have it say great deals. And if I hit save, I come back to my store and hit refresh, you'll see that this changes from special offers to great deals. You can change the text, you can change the button text on each of those. Same thing with all these special offers. If you scroll down for special offers, right here it's listing 4. This one's listing 4 bestsellers and 4 random. If I wanted to change the number of random products that shows up, let's say I change it to 0 and hit OK, and then come back and refresh my store, you'll see that the random products area is gone. It's not showing any. And that's pretty much how you get around the template options. It's very simple. You just have to know which thing does what, and the best way to do that is to click on something. So for example, show Pinterest button. The Pinterest button, where it tells you here, show or hide the Pinterest pin it button on the product detail page. So if you go to the product detail page of a product, which is viewing a product, you'll see over here you've got a Facebook like button, a Twitter button, a pin it button, and a Google +1 button. And you can turn those off here. So if I turn off my Pinterest button and hit save and refresh this page, you'll see that the pin button is gone. And those are the basic options in there. Next, I'm going to look at the images area. And under images, it has to do with what image is used for the parts of your template that are an image. So for example, if you want to change your logo, main logo image, the logo that appears in the header, you click on main logo image, you have your own logo image that you've created, you just click upload and then find the file you want to use, put in any alt text that you may want to use, like demo store. Typically you might want to put for your brand logo the name of your store or your website address, the title, where it links to. In this case it's going to link to where my demo store is, and you would do the same thing typically, and just let's say save image. And if you come back to your store and hit refresh, you'll see it put your logo there. Now obviously you want to use the right size logo and make one that matches the colors and so on of your store, just so you create a consistent theme. And that's it. That's how you add your main logo. Secure payments image is this down here on the bottom. This is your secure payments image. You can make that in your own different image for that. Which logo you want to use for the Amazon logo, which is this here, you can choose a different image. Make your own images up. Same thing with all these, all the different checkout buttons. And if you wanted to put a banner image in place of these banners, these are just text and CSS based things here, but you could put an image here that you can click on and take you to a location. So if I look at the banner left, add image, right now it's not an image, it's a text, but if I wanted to, I can put an image there and have it clickable. So I can say put my image there and make this link into wherever I want it to go. Right now it's set to go to your special offers, but you could have it, for example, be a category or a certain section of your store, or pages, or something about articles. Who knows? You could, whatever you want it to be, you can just put that here. And that's the template options. CSS options. So that covers template options and images. Now we're looking at CSS options. CSS options basically have to do with the coloring and the look of the store that is controlled through CSS. So let's look at, for example, the main background color. If I wanted to change the main background color of my store, right now it's white. You can see here it's white. You can either use the code through a color picker code or use this tool here to select a color. So right now the background of my store is white. If I wanted to make it a little less white, let's say I wanted to make it more gray, I could either just drag the slider, to whatever color I want it to be, or I can choose a color in here. Let's say I wanted to make it, I don't know, that color. And that's it, and then hit save. Come back over to my store, refresh, and now that's my background. That's how simple it is to change CSS options. Now, if you don't like that color, like I don't really like that color on this particular store, I would go back over here and see how it says yes for under the changed column. I can just hit this reset and I hit OK, and it'll reset it to the default. If I refresh my store, it goes back to whatever was in the default for that template. And you can do this for pretty much every part of your store, including the text, the links. There's just a lot of different areas. You know, find out. Feel free to click around and choose what you want to change. See what it does. Every single thing in here tells you what it's for. The text for the homepage ad left side. So the text for the homepage ad left side, which is this right here. This is the text for the homepage ad on the left side. Right now it's white with a dark shadow. It's kind of hard to see the shadow in the video probably, but if I wanted to get rid of the shadow, I would drop this down and choose none and hit save. And if I refresh this, again, I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but it got rid of the shadow. That's how you change things. You can see the difference between that side and this side probably a little better if you look at them both. I'll leave that one like that if you want to visit the site, the demo store site. Includes just shows you a list of all the include files and where they're located. Currently in this version there's sort of a bug that a couple of the columns get pushed off to the side, but I'll show you what they look like. This field here, the page types, shows you what pages the include applies to. So if I drag this window over to the right a little more, I made my screen a little smaller just so I could fit in the video. But you'll see there's additional options over here. It shows you what the file name is and where it's located. So under styles, core.css is where you'd find that field here. And personally, I'm not that familiar with includes. I just know that they play an important role. I don't know what you do with them, but they're there, and this is a list of them. Tips and help. Again, read the tips and help section in every area because it gives you some good advice as to what everything does in this section. And that about sums it up. Take some time and go through. Feel free to mess around. You can always undo things after you do them. So now I changed my logo. If I want to change it back, I just hit the default and hit reset, and that'll set my logo back to the default. Visual Editor basically lets you change all those CSS options while looking at your site at the same time. It's broken down in different tabs over here. So for example, if I wanted to look at the header area and the header background color, which is this area here, I can just open this up, click in this field, and change my header color right through here. Just like that. And it's done. It changes it. It shows you right in your store how everything is going to look. So if I wanted to make it dark green, I just go like that. Bam, and I have a dark green. Now my text doesn't look good. So let's change the header text color from black to white. And there you go. Shadow, let's say no shadow. You can choose a custom shadow. I'm just going to turn this back to black. I'm sorry, back to whatever color it was. Well, actually, I'm going to go just hit cancel changes. And that'll put it back to the default. But again, if you're looking through the visual editor, it just basically walks through every section. You can change the colors of your your buttons, different features, homepage banner left, background, instead of this orange, let's say you wanted to make it darker. There you go. You want to change, let's see, you want to change, you basically just go through these and mess around. You can look at each one and change it to whatever colors you want it to be. And if you mess up, just hit cancel. Or you can always go back to the CSS options in the template area. You can always go back to template options and CSS, and you can change them within here as well, in case you mess up in the visual editor. But the visual editors, I think, again, it's a really good feature because it lets you see changes you're making as you make them and how they interact with each other instead of going back and forth between the different screens. And there you have it. That's the template section. Any questions? Feel free to post on the forum. Look for future videos to come. Thanks very much.